Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name is Andy Duffy, and welcome to Chillin Like a Villain, the podcast where I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And I'm incredibly late because I only just got in here a few seconds ago. How is everybody in chat doing today? Hello, everybody. Yep. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. Saturday is a weird but also cool day for me. It just means I can be a lazy asshole and just sleep in all day. So, yeah. With that being said, let's just get right into introducing our guest today. He is the creator of Ultimate Insanity, and as well as the new show he's about to be making, Project Breakout. Ooh. He is basically one of the what you would say like an icon in the community kind of thing, but a lesser known icon. But he's still a cool dude. I've had a couple of conversations with him as well. He's been really nice. So give it up for Daniel Rapitis.
Hello, everyone. Daniel Rapitis here. And you know me as the creator of Ultimate Sanity, or you might know, I don't know. And sadly, Ultimate Sanity's canceled, but no worries because I'm coming back with Project Breakout, the new object show, much better object show, so be excited for that. So, yeah, thanks for having me here.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Like I said, like you've obviously got your own, your first show is obviously cancelled, but at least it didn't like leave on a cliffhanger. It did get an ending.
Yeah, about the ending, that was like Fusion's idea, which I thought it was a pretty good idea, at least because like at least the show would have some kind of ending. The ending was not the best, but at least it was something, unlike most shows that just kind of leave it at a cliffhanger.
Well, first of all, I'm just going to say to the chat, if anybody's got any questions for Daniel, put into the live chat. We'll get to them soon. I'm also a fat bastard, and I'm eating food right next to the mic. So if you hear me chew, I'm sorry.
I
No,
mean,
but
no,
like,
nobody. I mean, no one can be perfect, right?
I mean, I legit just came back from like the shop just like a couple of minutes ago. Like I was like running, like I was Hercules going home, fucking like dashing for it. And
Yeah,
like
well,
the minute I got out, I legit just threw my mum like all of her shit and then just ran upstairs. Just like no time.
while he was running as fast as he could, I was just chilling in a PC call.
So yeah, two different experiences. Love it. Alrighty,
Yeah,
so you ready for the questions?
yeah.
Alrighty. First of all, let's get right into the first show that you've made, which was Ultimate Insanity. What was the inspiration behind the show back then?
Um, yeah. The inspiration for Ultimate Insanity is kind of weird, which I don't know if I could say this, but like, okay, you
Say as
probably
much as you can say.
okay. Basically, if you all remember Alchemist Area, you know the person that we should not really talk about that much, but I'll just mention him real quickly. Like he had this another show called I think it was called the Island of Eternal Paradise, I think. And I was just watching him making that show, and I was thinking, hey, maybe I can make it like it was at the time when I was still making Object Insanity. Yeah, very original. I know. And I was thinking, hey, maybe I can make another object show at the same time. So that's how Ultimate Insanity was created back in 2017, but it didn't release in 2017 because I had a lot of issues when it came to thinking of the plot and also making the assets because at the time I was really bad at that. So, yeah.
I mean, did you go into more detail about it?
Well, in 2017, in terms of Ultimate Sanity was really rough. Like once I started production for Ultimate Sanity, I decided to cancel Object Insanity due to it not being that good and also basically just being completely unoriginal. So I can put my full focus on Ultimate Sanity. I did that, and in 2017, it was really rough because like at the time I didn't really know how to make assets, so I kind of I was a villain, so I actually traced other people's assets, which that was not a great thing to do. I have learned my lesson. I don't trace anymore. But at the time, I mainly did it because I just didn't know how to make assets myself, and that's why basically UI in 2017 was almost non-existent. But yeah, in 2018, like the whole show got revised, a little bit more planned out, and then one day Corny came up to me and he helped me write the first episode. Well, okay, he basically did the whole writing himself. I didn't really do much. So yeah, we finally got a script. We worked on voice acting, audio editing. That's how episode 1 of Ultimate Sanity was born in 2018.
I mean, you gotta thank Corny because he's obviously like he's helping you a lot for your newest project, which is Project Breakout. So
Yeah.
however, we'll get into that more in a couple of moments. So
Yeah.
next question I've got to say is like, how did you organize this? Like, how did you organize Ultimate Insanity? Like, what was your mindset when you were going into creating a new object show?
Like my mindset at the beginning was like, just as since I'm in the object show community and also I really loved object shows at the time. I mean, I still do, but not as much as I used to. Like, I still like object shows, but not as much as I used to. But as I was saying, I it was mainly for the love of object shows and basically just the thing about like me as like a 12-year-old making cartoons. It was really exciting, and that was kind of like my driving force on making Ultimate Sanity because it was like my first attempt at making a real cartoon. So yeah.
That's the thing. Was there any point of when you were making UI, like, was there any point where you were like I want to cancel this thing. I'm done. Oh, like I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, was there any point
Like
that you felt like you wanted to give up?
with episode 1, it wasn't at all like that. I was like, with episode 1, I was really excited, so I was really fighting to get the episode out, and I did. Episode 2, episode 2 actually, like the episode 2 production went really smoothly. It didn't have any issues. Uh, the me not wanting to make the show kind of started around when episode three's production began. Like I actually did talk about this in my uh downfall of Ultimate Sanity video. If you want to check that out, just go on my channel, check that out, but I'll also explain it here. Mainly like around, you could say, around the writing process of the episode of episode 3. I was kind of feeling that, like, yeah, the show is heading in a direction that I was not really liking. Plus, I was just not having the same drive to work on the show. And around November, I actually got a little depression. It was not big. It was nothing too major, but I did get a bit depressed and just kind of didn't want to work. I actually wanted to cancel the show around November of 2019, but I couldn't allow myself to do that because I was thinking that I would disappoint all my fans and that would just suck. So but I really could, like, it was a really hard time for me. I couldn't really decide, and at the end it just hurt my mental state, so I just kind of took a break. And when 2020, like March of 2020 hit, when all the pandemic stuff happened, I was like thinking, well, since I'm not going to school, might as well just finally finish episode 3. So basically that's why episode 3 part 1 was released on the time it did. Because like if the pandemic wouldn't have happened, I probably wouldn't have finished the episode 3 in May. So yeah.
I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm glad that you got to finally bring UI into a close. Like, obviously, you said yourself like earlier that Fusion was the main reason why UI got a proper ending.
Yeah.
Like, what was the conversation behind that? Basically, what was the conversation between you and Fusion about the whole, like, you wanting to end it, and then he basically said, like, no, how about we end it like this?
Like basically what happened around the end of September of 2020, when I on my community tab, I officially announced that Ultimate Sanity episode after episode 3 part 2 will come out. It will be officially canceled. Um, I was like, after that, I was like really struggling to like finish the last few scenes of episode 3 part 2, and I was just continuously complaining in my crew server on Skype saying, I really don't want to work on this anymore. I'm so tired of Ultimate Sanity. And like then and I was like even considering to like downgrade the episode to like really bad animatic level to like get it done already. But then Fusion came into the conversation and asked, then it gave the idea, how about we rewrite a little bit of the ending to make it like instead of like to get, because like originally the contestants wouldn't have escaped. They like basically what happened in the original ending of the episode 3 was that like Battery summons like a bazooka and like shoots it in the water to like basically give a warning to the contestants so they come back. They did come back, and originally was planned to have like a triple elimination, like everybody's up for elimination due to their little stunt of trying to escape. And but since I didn't feel like making the show anymore, I would just like would have ended the show on a cliffhanger. But then Fusion was like, no, how about we take that idea where they trying to escape, and where like instead of them like failing to escape, they actually succeed on escaping. So we did this idea. Like he was the one that he actually animated the last few scenes for the episode. I didn't really do much besides the editing process. But yeah, Fusion was like a massive help during that one day we were working on the episode part 2, so we can finally finish it.
I
Like
mean,
base,
well, first of all, clap and a half for Fusion to actually help.
yeah, he's a gosh darn mad lad. I mean, you're talking about a person who made 8 seasons of the Daily Object Show in 1 year.
Oh my god.
Or 6 seasons, I don't know. I kind of stopped caring.
There's probably about 10 of them now. Maybe. Don't know.
I mean, he did state that there's only going to be 8 seasons, but I don't know. I honestly stopped following on how many seasons he's planning to make.
I mean, from what I got told by one of my friends, it was like fucking 7.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, 7 episodes, okay. Sure. Well, sorry, not 7 episodes, 7 seasons, okay.
Yeah, and because of the Daily Object Show, I actually created one of the most weirdest object shows on my channel, which is the weekly competition. That was really fun to make, but some people obviously called it the Daily Object Show copy, even though I don't understand why, because like legitimately everybody at the time was doing a daily or weekly object show because Fusion did it. It was a trend.
Yeah, like we were talking about this for last couple of episodes now, that it's just became a trend that anybody that's anybody is now doing this like new daily object show, or like this whole parody of the daily object show. So
Yeah.
But was there ever like an ending for the show like made? Like how was the show originally going to end?
Ultimate Sanity?
Yeah.
Ultimate Sanity's ending was actually planned. I actually fully planned it out. I was thinking, like, I had this, like, you probably saw a little bit from episode 3. Oh, wait, you actually scratch that. You didn't actually see because it was in the original ending of episode 3. Like, okay, like, Battery has, like, had, like, these summoning abilities where you can, like, summon basically anything. Anything, like, just like every object show host, you can just randomly summon something. But I had this idea where, like, since this ability is, like, not natural for batteries to do, he would like have like a drawback to like his summoning where like the more he summons, the more energy he wastes from his life force. And I was thinking that this could be like a plot point throughout the whole show where like the more he keeps summoning, the more it eats away his life force, and like around the finale he would like actually die. Yeah, I was planning to kill off a character in the end of UI.
Because edgy.
Not really because of edgy, because I honestly just kind of wanted to make a little bit more of a serious object show than what we usually seen in the community.
I mean, yeah, like usually usually object shows you see is like, oh, there's happy, they're happy, they're happy. Like there's nothing serious about it. But I do see
Like,
where you're coming from, but there's also like parts of the community that do the serious shit as well. Because obviously, like we could talk about Alan who did the Nightly
yeah,
Manor.
the nightly manor. Like,
Um,
honestly, that's why I'm such a big inanimate insanity fan. Like season 2 particularly, because like it's like it has so much emotion to it. Like it's serious and funny at the same time. And that's why I kind of don't like BFB. Like people actually complain that I hate BFB. But I basically give them a reason I don't like BFB that much because it's just jokes everywhere, and it's just not a show for me. I like I like basically cartoons in general that like have an overarching story, and Inanimate Insanity season 2 is one of those.
I mean, what's your opinion about season 3 then? If that's the case.
Season 3, I actually like it because it's actually more of the same as season 2. Okay, yeah, it is a little bit more lighthearted than season 2, but I can definitely see that season 3 also has some sort of a plot point, like with the walkie-talkie thing on like the I forgot the name of the island.
The floor.
Yeah,
Just the
basically,
floor.
yeah, the floor. Yeah, like I could see in season 3 there's some kind of story arc going in the background. Like there's even the questions that people ask, like why is Bo alive? So yeah.
I mean, at least they're addressing that and just not be like, oh, they're alive. That's it.
Yeah, unlike most object shows where they would just say, yeah, this character is just alive for no reason.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I was going to say to you was like, if you were to able to go back in time, basically, was there be anything you would like to change from UI?
Like if I would be able to go back, I would probably change maybe a little bit of the like I would change the plot a little bit to make it like less like how could I say?
A less
Like maybe
kidnap story.
yeah, maybe that, and also make the cast smaller because 24 characters. Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, a big question I'm seeing from everybody is hold on, I needed the burp there. Sorry. But big question I'm seeing from everybody is like, are we going to see um like battery and all that come back for Project Breakout, or is there going to be no relations to UI in Project Breakout? Oh, with that being said, Daniel needed to BRB for a second. So how if you guys have got if you guys got anything to say, we'll put it onto screen right now. Um, we've got this cool. We've got biggest fan, yes. Um, but if the I mean that's the thing. Like I'm going to just ask you guys right now how you guys are doing today. Because like I said, like the reason why I do ask a lot of this is because I do genuinely like to care about people because of the fact that obviously everybody's stuck inside still. The world is still going to shit. It's still like World War III out there. World War III, but with Corona. That's how I'm going to get the stream demonetized. It's just saying the name of the whole thing. But what I was going to say to you guys is that if you like, just like if there's anything going on with family matters, or like if there's anything going on, just know that yous are not alone. That everybody's going through this now. So just be sure that you're not like becoming depressed over this because everybody's going through the same motions, and it's better off trying to move forward and trying to live than going into the corner of your room crying for 4 days and then
I am
then
back.
6
Sorry for
eternal hour.
I am back.
It's
Sorry for
fine.
what
It's not like
happened.
you interrupted anything that was that was like serious noted or anything. It's not like I was talking about the fact that the world has gone to shit. But yeah, let's continue. But yeah, what I was going to ask you was like, see for battery and stuff like that. Will anything from UI return for Project Breakout, or is that story now concluded?
Like, okay, basically, in terms of story, nothing from UI will come back. Actually, in the original script for PBO, we were planning to like make Ultimate Insanity into like a dream sequence that Walkie Talkie had, but we eventually scrapped that. So yeah, there are not going to be any plot points from UI coming into PBO. PBO is a completely different show from UI. Besides, like few of the UI characters coming back, but they're terms of design, they're the same, but like terms of personality, they're different than their UI counterparts.
I mean, let's get right into Project Breakout. So first of all, let's just start asking. Could you give us a little detail on what Project Breakout is going to be about, or is that a bit of a spoiler?
I mean, I could tell you at least like the plot of the show. Okay.
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, like basically the plot for the show is like 14 competitors are gonna go on this big road trip and around, and like every episode is gonna be a different location where they're gonna compete in a challenge. They're gonna be on a road trip on a bus. It's gonna be really funny, but at the same time, we're gonna have like an overarching story in terms of the host, Container. Yes, his name is Container. So stop asking me what his name is. uh, and also a character pin pad. But that's all I'm gonna say in terms of like the overarching story plot of the show. I don't want to reveal too much because I think it's gonna be really interesting for you guys to see what and me and the crew have prepared for all of you. It's gonna be really exciting, and I hope you will actually enjoy what I give to you.
Alrighty. Well, let's get right into some of the chat questions about Project Breakout because we've got a lot here.
Oh my god.
So first of all, let's get this one out of the way. Daniel, when's Project Breakout first episode going to be released?
Oh, that's a really complicated question to answer. Okay, so currently we're in the audio editing process of the first episode. Okay, we're also doing a little bit of the storyboarding, but that's besides the point. So I don't really know. Like, if everything goes as planned, then I would probably give a release date of either the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022.
That's fair. Like, obviously, you're making a big object show. Like, how long's the episode? Do you think it's going to be? Like, how long do you think it's going to be?
Well, terms of how long the audio looks from now on, I could fairly say the episode could be at least around 20 minutes long, maybe.
Alrighty.
Like it's really hard to determine because again we don't have all of the audio editing done, but we only have a few scenes done out of audio editing. Actually,
Alrighty. Do you want to finish what you're saying?
actually, if you're curious, I can show you a little bit of like what we have in terms of animation for episode one. Like
an exclusive. Hello, we love that.
A little sneak peek, like a slight bit of sneak peek, I can give to you guys. Like the scene is not spoilery a lot at all. So.
Alrighty, well, if you're wanting to show a sneak peek, that's up to you. But like, do you want to go through the chat questions first before you show off?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So someone's asked, do you like working on PBO more than UI? I think the answer is obvious.
Definitely. Like with PBO, like I can feel like a fresh start, and actually, it's like a show that I actually want to work on. Like,
Alrighty.
yeah, like with PBO, like okay, with UI, me, Corny, and Noah, like we are the main writers for we were the main writers for UI, and also for PBO. For UI, we were just kind of like mostly separated. We didn't really talk that much in terms of plot, but with PBO, we only wrote the script when me and Corny could get into a call, and when we get into the call, we would just write the script. It was like honestly, it was one of the funniest calls I ever had with him. Like it was really fun writing the script because like we had so many funny jokes in the episode. It's gonna be really fun. Like it was a really
Um,
fun experience. Like in terms of comparing to both shows, PBO is definitely much more fun to make than UI.
so someone's asked. I know this is UI more than PBO, but someone's asked if you can rewrite any episode of UI, which would it be?
Definitely episode one. Like that episode is just trash. Like people say episode one is good, but I'm like, I already tell them no, no, just no. It's bad. It's horrible. The animation's horrible. The plot is horrible. The fuck. There was like legitimately there was one scene where the characters were running backwards.
Alrighty. Someone asked, are all the characters of UI are going to be in Project Breakout at some point?
Not really. Maybe some UI characters will show up as maybe I don't know, like background characters, like cameos. But that's basically in terms of like actual plot. They're not going to do anything.
So, can I just say this then? Would Project Breakout then be like an alternate universe to Ultimate Insanity?
Yeah, you can actually say that because like the shows, like they basically have like both shows have like you know the obviously the main cast of the show has some UI characters like walkie talkie, smoke bomb phone, etc. So I could actually agree with you, accept what you say about like PBO being like a different reality to UI.
Yeah, because like, see if you're gonna have characters return from an older season, but they don't remember but they don't talk about or remember anything about like like Ultimate Insanity, then yeah, you could consider it as an alternate reality, which would mean that both universes are different, and that nothing relates from your two projects.
So yeah, hopefully, me saying this, me stating this right now is gonna stop people from asking the question: is PBO the second season of UI?
Someone's asked, is Object Breakout the silliest show? Yes or no?
This is Project Breakout. Oh, I don't really know. Like I don't know, Dankax. How could I answer that? Like you should know that question. You should already know that. You work for the show, goddamn. But to answer your question, not really. Like, of course, there's gonna be some funny moments in the episodes to keep it lighthearted for the most part. But it's mainly gonna be like a serious object show. Like, not gonna be like serious to being edgy. No, that's edgy is just stupid. I don't like that. But it's gonna be more of a grounded kind of show. Like it's mostly going to be about the characters, kind of like Inanimate Insanity, where the show is more about the characters and not the competition. Like obviously the competition part is still going to happen. It's not going to go anywhere because it's an object show. It's kind of like the main premise, but it's mostly going to be about the characters and the overarching story.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, I'm going to put a pause in these questions for now. If you want to show off that sneak peek, then...
Yeah. So, I haven't done much, but, like, I only did have done, like, a few kind
of... tell me when to show it on screen.
You can show it now. I haven't done much for like the scene. I only did a few things, like did the walking animation for Walkie Talkie. Like I already posted this on my community tab, so this is not too big of a surprise. And of course, like I'll give this small portion of sneak peek. Like consider this as a sneak peek, guys.
Okay. I got it. The map shows we need to take one more left, and then we should be at the right spot.
Yeah, that's basically all it I have done. These are still on their based poses, so it just shows how much progress I've done on this scene. But yeah, that's
Alright.
basically it in terms of sneak peeks.
Alrighty, well, let's get into the Project Breakout questions. So, what can people expect out of Project Breakout, first of all?
What people can expect is from PBO is like obviously better quality writing, because like before we even started like the voice acting process, we actually send the script to professionals to like see if it's like good. And what I mean by professionals is Webs for Evs and Wogolo. We send them the script so they could see if the script is good or not. So they approved the script, and yeah, so we were like legitimately trying really hard to make the first episode the best that it can be, to like not make the same mistake that we did with UI.
Alrighty. Next question I've got here is that what's your favorite part of creating Project Breakout so far?
Like my favorite part of creating Project Breakout right now is probably, actually, when you think about it, nothing really, because we're currently in the audio editing process, and that's pretty boring.
Yeah.
The funniest part, at least for me, was actually the writing process, because like during the writing, me and Corny had like so much fun writing the script, and also at the same time making fun of stuff. It was funny. Like even like thinking, like even before writing, when we were actually still in the planning phase of the show, like thinking of the cast, we had such a fun time, like looking for characters that could be on the show. It was really funny. Good times. But yeah, besides me having like favorite parts of making PBR right now, I can't really say too much because we're still in pretty early stages of the episode's production. So yeah.
I'm just gonna slam this on screen because I'm seeing this a lot in the chat. So I'm just gonna.
Don't ask people to. Oh my god! Yeah.
Just gonna slam that on screen.
Yeah. I hate when
like-
people do that.
Like that should be respectable enough.
Like I genuinely hate when people like beg me to if they can work for my show. Like I'm flattered, but like there's this thing about like having enough crew members. So yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's someone in chat asking to work on the show, and then there's another person asking you to work for their show.
Oh, I hate when people ask me to work for their show, because like, especially if it's a person like that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if it's a person that I do know, I'll either consider it or even accept it. Like usually these days I only in the considering stage, because I already work for like a zillion object shows. It's insane.
I mean, I usually just get fucking like DMs just from people just like, "Ooh, would you like to work in my object show?" Ooh. And I'm like, no. Like, why? Like, stop.
A lot of kids stalk me on Discord asking me this question.
like that's the thing. I don't mind helping object shows, but there's some people who like to like. Have you ever experienced somebody like buttering you up before they ask you for favors?
Yeah.
Like there was somebody who was trying to do that with me, And like I was already skeptical since the very beginning because I never knew the fucking person. So they were like asking me, do you know like what's your favorite object show, and what's your favorite object show, what's your favorite cartoon, what type of music do you listen to, and then they went to the questions of could you give Adam Katz my details?
Yeah, people. Yeah, I also get these kind of kids ask me like these kind of questions. It's annoying. The thing is, like, some people are so nice that you just cannot like tell them to like fuck off.
No, that's the same thing here. It's like I'll be nice about it, but like, see if they continue. That's when it's like bad bitch mode is activated. I'm like, right. It's just like, listen here, little bitch. Here's what I'm trying to say to you. I'm saying to you, no. And if you would like to continue, I'm going to break both of your fucking legs.
Oh my god! I actually did had this one incident where like this kid, before he asked me if I can work, if he can work for my show, he actually insulted me. Like he was insulting me a lot, and then he asked me the question to like if he can work for my show. At that point, like, bro, why are you asking a question like this? Since you legitimately just insulted me for no reason.
like they were actually insulting you to your face.
Oh yeah, Chip Chop is asking me, my show is so good. Don't you agree, Daniel? Yeah. Lumio's Depths is such a great object show. You should go check that show out, even though it's not released yet, but it will be released whenever, I don't know. Go subscribe to Chip Chop. Free shout out for everyone.
I mean, one of the things I was going to ask you was like what was the weirdest fucking what was the weirdest like story you got from like a fan basically like asking you to work for their show or to ask you to work on like your show? Like, what was your weirdest experience? Because I can tell you mine.
Like probably the weirdest one is like first like them asking me if I want to work for their show. I reject. Then they say, well, can I work for your show? And then I say no. And then like they're like, please. And then I'm like, no. Then they're like, please. And they're just like, basically the funniest part is like when they start begging, like, come on, dude, have some decency. Like, don't start getting on your virtual knees and start begging me. Like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Like, have some decency, don't you?
Yeah, like hold on, let me actually give you my fucking experience because I've got saved in my DM somewhere. Like, hold on, because not like here's the thing. This person decided to ask one of my friends if they had contact with me on Discord. And I was like, okay, why are they asking you? I share a server with this person, so why are they asking you in the first place where they can just go straight to me? And they were like, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to entertain this thought. Send them over to me, and they're just like, okay. So the person then came into my DMs. I would like to remind you that it was 3:00 in the fucking morning when this happened.
Oh my god.
So this person was, so I was like, hey, I got told by this person that you wanted to talk to me, and it was like, and they were like, yes, I was wondering if we can chat on a video call and talk about your favorite object shows and animations and stuff. And I'm like, it's 3 a.m. Like I really wanted to say it's like, bitch, it's 3 a.m. You think I'm gonna be ready for a call? Like that was what I was thinking. It's not what I said. I just told them kindly, it's 3 a.m. Can't really talk. And then they were asking me, hey, do you know who Austin is? And I'm like, okay, they were on my podcast, what? Like I was just like thinking, like clearly they know who they are. Like they clearly they know because like I had them as a previous episodes. And then, like, they just turned around and just said, okay, could you DM to Ultra Tunes that I would like to chat to him about Object Mayhem? And then it was immediately when they said that, I was like, yeah, now I'm starting to see where they were going with this.
Yeah.
So like they were asking me contact information from Ultratunes. They were asking me about it for Adam Katz and Brian, and Taylor. Sorry, I should have added that. Like I was telling them, but like you can't be asking people for these details and stuff like that. Like I was being nice about it. So I was like, you can't really ask for people for this kind of information. Giving you advice here, not trying to give you in trouble, stuff like that. Like I was just being nice about it. Then they just asked, "Hey, do you want to hear a recording of me singing?" And I'm like, "Bitch."
Oh my god! I've gotten the same person as asking me, do you want audio of me singing? I'm like, no. Then they're like, please.
Wait. I'm gonna just put it in private chat. Is it this person?
Yes.
Oh my god!
It's the same person. Actually, me and you are not the only ones. The person also did that to Jello, Gelatine Donut.
No,
You know what?
no,
And
because
actually,
that's the thing. They came to not only myself, but do you know like Artificial Deluxe?
yeah. Oh my god.
Like they went to Artificial Deluxe and done the same thing, and then they also did it to other people as well. So clearly, what I was passing on to them clearly didn't fucking work because they still done it anyway.
Like basically this was like, to me and Jello, this was so funny that we actually added them like to a DM group of ours and we trolled them.
Honestly,
It was
I mean,
funny.
I was like trying to contact them the next day, and I was like, "Hey, do you, are you still wanting that talk?" And then I found out that they blocked me, even though I was trying to give them advice. They blocked me. They blocked me the next day, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, bye then."
Oh my god.
But yeah, but that's that story. That's fun, isn't it?
This is why you should not give Discord to freaking 8-year-olds.
No. This is what happens when you accept every friend request you get. Aspen.
That's why I practically ignore almost all of them. No offense.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I never accept people's friend requests that I don't know. Like I never do that unless it's like they need something off of me. Like they need something off of me, and their DMs are
Yeah.
like fucking locked. So I'm like, okay, like I'll do that. But like, like it's like most people who just want to friend me just want to friend me for no reason, just because like I'm now like I'm a recognizable face in the USC, not a big one compared to other like object careers, but I'm at least somewhat recognizable.
Yeah.
So like people are just like doing this, and I'm like, oh, why though? Why though? Why
I,
you doing that?
Actually, fun fact about object show creators is that like when you stop making like your object show that was like really popular, you just kind of like you practically just disappear.
Yeah, like
That's what
we were
happened.
just
That's what
that's
happened
what
to me
happens
when
to most people.
that's what happened to me when I canceled UI, and that's what happened to Jordan the One when he canceled a non-existent living.
I don't think that still happened to Jordan the One. They was still getting popular and stuff like that. Like people,
Yeah.
people still asked when the fuck the next episode of that show came out, and other people were just like stop, stop. They're not making that. They openly said it was cancelled. Stop.
Like I'm honestly like I would say why I don't like non-existent living, but I'm not gonna say it here.
You can say it here. It's not like Jordan's gonna come on and see this anyway. He doesn't like.
How do you know? How do you know? Maybe he has like an alarm trigger saying, "Oh, someone said something bad about NL." Okay.
No, but
The real
like Jordan does. I don't know if Jordan likes me anymore. So like, if you've
oh,
got an opinion to say it. But like,
bro, I haven't even talked to Jordan like since like mid 2020.
oh god.
He's too busy with his new friends.
Yeah, he's busy with his new friends.
Yeah, but like the reason I don't like NL, like the main reason, is that the show is simply just too overrated. It's not even that good.
I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying. It's just like it's overrated to the point where people are just starting to meme on it now. But
Like
the whole I think the biggest issue I've had with it is that like I said, like, do you know Nev's channel, like they do like
yeah.
Mozart and stuff like that? Like
Oh,
I gave his show like non-existent livings a very high score. And I legit rewatched it like a couple months ago, and I'm like, bruh, why would you done this because he was your friend?
actually, speaking of Nev's show, wait, I don't remember if you were in that episode where Nev reviewed UI3. I don't remember. Were you?
What month?
May
No,
May 2020. Oh,
no.
I remember. I actually was hoping that you would like be in that episode, but sadly you weren't.
I mean, Nev hasn't openly said this, but like, Mozart is cancelled. He's not bringing it back. That's it.
Like, okay, I like Nev as a person, but like generally, his show on May, like that May episode, I fucking hated that. Like
What?
literally, he like Nev and their other friends, they just freaking destroyed UI3. Was like they destroyed it so much that it was not even funny.
Was it like so? You said Mozart me.
Wait, what?
I'm just trying to figure out what episode you're talking about, so that way I can like see.
May 2020.
Oh, oh yeah. That's sad because one of those people are gone from the community now.
Like I hated it. Like I hated that part, like that review on UI so much that I was complaining for it at least like 3 months.
I mean, here's the thing: like, what Nev does is that he doesn't want to do this to hurt people,
Like I understand that. I understand that, but like,
but
yeah,
he's
like
also got that thing where he's brutally honest
yeah,
to the point where people will fucking hate him. And like, I can see where people are coming from because I did say to him, because like not only that, that was the thing. Like when we started bringing in guests for like Moser, like obviously I was the first
yeah.
motherfucker he brought in because I said to him, "Bitch, you better add me or I'm going to cut you." But
Yeah,
no,
no, no.
but like I legit said to him that, and then it became a thing where he brought in a guest every single episode. So like there was originally going to be like more and more guests like supposed to be in Mozart 20s, and then there was also supposed to be guests that was appearing in Mozart 21 because
Yeah,
originally we like originally it was going to have March was going to have Hex.
yeah,
Like they were going to have Hex on, like they were going to have Pepper on, they were going to have me back on for October again. They were going to have Nicodemus, aka Naughty Noun. Like they were going to have they were going to have a couple of people on, but they weren't going to do it like, oh, guests are coming back every single episode. It's just going to be a guest pair. Like it's going to be a guest like every 3 to 4 months, basically, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's like it happened. Like I'm glad that he made Mozart 21 because it was much better compared to
Yeah.
back in Mozart 20s. But
Like I'll be.
you can say
Yeah.
what you were going to say. Sorry.
No. Finish what you were saying. Sorry for interruption.
But yeah. But he ultimately cancelled Mozart for 3 different reasons. The first reason was that he just got highly demotivated because of people just attacking him for comments he says, but like at the end of the day, it's people's opinions. Like you can't really say like, oh, like you're gonna like this opinion because like here's the thing, and I'm gonna give my hot take. I did not like the Nightly Manor. Like I'm gonna say something like that, and then I'll get attacked by like 100 people because I don't like something they don't like.
I completely understand where you're coming from. Like people already jump on me when I say that BFB is bad.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the thing. I didn't particularly like the Nightly Manor, right? I do appreciate Alan for his work and stuff like that. I just didn't. I just think that a lot of things were rushed and looked over, and I hope that whatever he does for chapter 2 onwards, he'll have this to remember. Like he'll have like the feedback from other people to remember, so he can improve on chapter 2 onwards.
Like with animations, what I've noticed is like terms like everything else, he's like really good, but he always had like a major flaw. He always kind of falls flat in terms of writing and plot. Like
I wouldn't say fall flat on writing, but like I would say like because it was not just him who wrote the series. Let's not
like
get that.
yeah, I know.
It's like because obviously he did Object Manor and like that was good and stuff like that. And I think what I appreciate Object Manor more than Nightly Manor is that there was more of a story to it and that you could like these characters more because you've learned more about them instead of like.
Yeah, Nightly Manor was a little too quick. Like I understand there's gonna be more chapters to it, but like chapter 1 was just pretty poorly executed when you think about it.
Could you like if there's any questions in chat, please talk.
Yeah, we just kind of went off of track.
That's fine. If there's any questions in chat, start answering them. I need to like text something real quickly, so hold on.
Yeah, by the way, back to Moser 2020 May. Yeah, that was actually, I'll be honest, that was like, it was not a big reason, but it was one of the little reasons why I decided to cancel UI. Not that I got nothing against Nev. Nev is a good person. Don't hate on him. But yeah. Hey Daniel, remember when we? Oh my god, Dangax. Yes, I do remember that. The good times.
Okay. What I would like to just say real quickly is just like nothing against Alan. Love Alan. He's a great person.
Yeah.
I just think the whole character building and world building just fell flat. And like I love the mystery element and stuff like that, and I do love how things felt. But like I felt nothing to any of the character deaths.
Yeah.
Like there was like a shock of a character dying, but like I felt nothing towards it. It was like it's like one of those things where it's like Five Nights at Freddy's back in the old days. It's like jump scare, but like that's it.
Yeah, well, like with Object Manor compared to Nightly Manor, like the first death was like Hash Brown, and like back in the day, it was a really big surprise for me due to the fact that like like deaths in object shows don't happen often. But like with Nightly Manor, it doesn't work that well because we already experienced many object shows that have objects legitimately dying in brutal and gruesome ways.
I mean,
look at Object Terror.
I mean, here's the thing. I think my favorite character's got to be Spray Paint because I think he got the most fucked out of all of them. And then my least favorites, I'm going to say favorites because there's two. One of them's Ring because Ring got the least development out of all of them.
Yeah, she basically didn't have like almost any lines.
Yeah, like she hardly appeared.
I think they did that on purpose so killing her would be easier. I don't know.
I know, but like, see if you were going to do something like that, and I just wouldn't see a point of doing like 7 characters. I'm going to do a focus on all of them.
like what Alan and the other people writing Nightly Manor did wrong was that the fact that like those characters that like actually died, they should have gotten more like character development before they died. So there would be like more
Going
emotion
into it.
to like when they die.
Yeah.
Like the ring just got killed off screen, so why should we care about that death? Like we barely got any screen time for her. Plus the death was off screen, so why should we care? Like give us a reason why should we care that this character died?
And then another person I really don't like is like Notepad.
Yeah, like
And, like,
actually
that's
he's my least favorite character in the whole show. He just kind of ruins the mood in a way.
Like, that's the thing. I get that. Like, I get this was supposed to be like a dark comedy kind of thing. Like, I get that. But and like a comic relief character can relieve the mood and stuff like that. But you've got Notepad ruining moments that is supposed to be given more tension.
Yeah.
Like, I think Notepad in episode 1 was okay, but they gave. I think my biggest issue was like they gave Notepad so much screen time compared to the others.
Like,
And
yeah.
it really just fucking ruined it for me. And I seriously saw a picture where it was like Notepad was in a picture, and I was like, wait, so does this mean Notepad owns the mansion? So does this mean Notepad is like the killer? And like I was genuinely hoping that was the case, so it would be making
Yeah,
me
that actually
upset.
would have been kind of funny and interesting, but
But like
But it-
then you just
no.
find out he's just a comic relief. He's funny. That's all he has to him. He's just meant to be funny.
Like
I don't get
legitimately,
that.
like Notepad was like, you know, Notepad ruined the show so badly, in my opinion, that like during the time watching Nightly Manor, I was thinking, am I watching Nightly Manor or I'm watching the Daily Object show?
No, that was that. Like I legit compared. Like I just compared some of the writing to the Daily Object show, and no offense to Fusion because Fusion you're great and stuff like that, but like the whole point of
Yeah.
the Daily Object show is that it's a joke show, and if your writing's going to be compared to a joke show, then there's something up.
Yeah, there's something. Then there's something that means you're doing something like horribly wrong.
Like if your writing is getting compared to a joke show, then yeah. And like I get the whole point. I get the whole point of a comic relief. It's supposed to be something that is going to be really release of the tension and stuff like that, and supposed to bring the comedy into a dark comedy. But you really could have done them so much better. And like what really I really got pissed off that he survived.
Yeah.
It was obvious he was going to survive, but I'm pissed he did. Because it just brought him so much screen time, unnecessary screen time, where you could have spent most of it to develop the whole mouse and spray paint.
Yeah, like
Dynamic.
Instead of Notepad just saying another bad joke or something, you could just use that time to, you know, develop the other characters.
Yeah. Like I said, Alan, you're great, and I do hope that Chapter 2 does you great. With that being said, we're just come up to the hour. Do you feel like you want to go on a break, or do you want to just go straight into questions again?
I can straight go into questions.
Alrighty, well, let's get right into this. How long have you been in the community for?
I've been in the community since mid 2016.
Wait, since when?
Since mid 2016.
Hey! Okay, right. Okay, so you and I are definitely fucking... you and I are definitely two of a fucking kind, because that's when I fucking joined.
Yeah, like basically what happens, like I was watching my my YouTube friend Ruben Flores' videos. He made this reaction on Inanimate Insanity episode 9, I watched it, and then eventually I was like thinking, hey, maybe I should check out that Inanimate Insanity show. I did. I fell in love with it, and I just kind of got into object shows, and there I am.
Yeah. Here's the thing I'm gonna just say. Although, is like, I'm glad that I'm hearing more people are got into Inanimate Sanity first than BFP, because I thought I was the only motherfucker who did. Well, wasn't the only fucker, but like I thought I was like the only person
You
that
should,
done that basically from like the people I know.
oh
So
please, you should talk to Boba Zeeb. She's like the biggest Inanimate Insanity fangirl like that I
fair
know.
enough. Alrighty, so from actually shit, do have like a PBO question for you. What experiences have you brought from UI
The experience.
to bring into not object breakout, project breakout, for you to
Uh,
basically improve
the
on?
definitely like I gotta thank Ultimate Insanity for giving me experience on how to make an object show and how it is to like manage like a pretty big crew, like a pretty big group of people working on an object show. It's not easy, but definitely with UI's experience, I right now I understand how to manage everything a lot better. Plus, with UI, it helps me to like not make the same mistakes I did with UI. So I gotta thank UI for giving me the experience and the knowledge to improve in the future.
Alrighty. Well, let's get back into usual fucking OSC questions. So from your time joining from the community back then to now, what was the biggest notice that of evolution have you seen for the OSC?
Probably the biggest evolution was around, I think, early 2019. Yeah, around the end of 2019. I think around that time, the biggest change was that like around that time more object shows starting to come out because like during 2017 and basically from 2016 till 2018 the community was fairly dead because not many object show episodes were coming out, but around I don't know mid 2019 till now there basically object show episodes come out every day, which that's a really incredible thing to think about, to see how active this community has gotten over the years and
Alrighty.
continues becoming active.
Alrighty. Well, next question I've got for you is from fuck my head. For the people who don't know, would you like to give a short list of object shows that you help with, other than yourself?
Um, I actually help for like a lot of object shows. I work for well-known shows like Object Invasion, Object Explosion. Also, a well-known show, but pretty recent, but also well-known, which is another attempt at Azoic Assault. I also work for that.
Yes.
What else? What else? Man, it's kind of hard. I work for so many shows that I just cannot remember all of them. I gotta get on my Discord real quick to see.
Well, that's cheating.
Bruh, I have the memory of a goldfish. What do you expect?
Same. Same.
God damn it, Discord! Why do you have to open so slow? Okay. Uh, but yeah, I think besides those three object shows that are really well known in the community, I work for also shows like, of course, Chip Chop Show, uh, Illumina's Depths, Midnight Show, Implicit Reality.
Do you
Like
know?
there's so many object shows I work for. It's kind of hard to name them all.
Did you mention Project Saga?
Oh yeah, Project Saga. I don't really do that much. I don't really do anything. I just kind of exist in that server now. Like
I
I
mean,
technically,
Like I was
technically,
just saying that because, like, obviously, gelatin being your friend.
yeah, like for some reason, Jello removed me as the voice actor for Diamond, and I have asked him countless times to like give me a scene to animate. He says he will, but he never does. Like what the fuck, Jello? So yeah, in terms of Project Saga, I just kind of exist in the server, and that's mostly due to Jello, me going way back, like back in like late 2016. Like Gelatine Donut was like my very first OSC friend. So yeah, it's understandable.
Fair. Alrighty. Well, just gonna check in chat real quickly that we've got 4 people in chat now. So, I have a funny feeling, and I'm going to look on YouTube and double check. Oh, he's actually not live right now. Okay, funny. Usually when there's like less people in chat, I keep on thinking 80's probably live right now. Because son of a bitch done that a couple of times with me now, just stealing my viewers, just like bitch ass.
Can we hit 20 watchers?
But yeah, with that being said, going on to next question. What's your favorite part of the community exactly? Like, what do you have a favorite moment of being within this community?
Like my favorite part of the community is honestly, the people. Well, more specifically, the friends I've gained in the community. They're honestly like all the friends I've gained in the OSC are like probably one of the best people I have ever met in my life, and I would not exchange them for anything in the world.
That's fair.
Plus all the object show memes, like you can't go wrong with that.
I mean, I wouldn't exchange any of my victims for the world either. So
yeah.
Victims as friends.
Yeah, I understood. I understand what you're saying.
Friends, totally friends. Not people I just torture every day. Just friends. Totally.
Guys, help me! He locked me in the closet.
Oh, don't worry, you're going to hell next. Anyway, so with that being said, next question is: see if you didn't find the USC, where would you be now?
Like, if I would not be in the OSC anymore, I would probably be like a Sonic YouTuber because I'm a massive Sonic fan. Like, I'm such a big Sonic fan that it's not even a joke. It's like, I would basically try to find every kind of chance I can talk about Sonic because I'm such a big Sonic fan. And it's kind of funny because most of my crew members are actually Mario fans or Minecraft fans. Which okay, like I'm not gonna say anything about what they like, but Sonic is better.
Let me just say real quickly. What was your thoughts on the Sonic Direct?
Oh yeah, Sonic Direct. Fun fact: I actually made a live stream about me watching the Sonic Central. Like, okay, the Sonic Colors Ultimate was pretty obvious. Like, there were a bunch of leaks plus, like a freaking, Sega, whatever team accidentally leaked Sonic Colors Ultimate, which that's funny. That's really hilarious. A multi-millionaire company accidentally leaking their game. The Sonic Origins games was also pretty obvious. Again, the leaks said that there's going to be a classic collection.
I mean, they always do a classic collection, so it's not that surprising.
But like, yeah, the one thing I was kind of surprised about was like the new Sonic game, aka Sonic Rangers, as what they call it.
Yeah, but like they legit showed absolutely fuck all for it.
Yeah.
And like,
hopefully the game is actually good, and we don't get another Sonic Forces
or a Sonic 06.
Actually, when you think about it, Sonic 06 is not that
Or-
bad.
Or better yet, a Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah, Sonic Boom. Like the only good thing about Sonic Boom was like the TV show.
Why is a lot of people saying that? When I saw Sonic Boom, I was immediately turned off. Like I just got turned off by everything Sonic Boom. So
Like the Sonic Boom cartoon is like regarded as a good cartoon due to how many times like they made fun of themselves. And like there's so many Sonic Boom memes that you're gonna go crazy.
fair. Alrighty. So next question I've got here is, what do you see for the future of yourself after you've done Project Breakout?
I'm not really sure. Like basically, the only thing I could probably expect is like after releasing PBO 1 is obviously getting more subs, which that kind of always happens when I release a new episode of something. Besides keep it or dump it for some reason, I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, also obviously getting like more recognition. I mean, I'm already pretty recognized in the OSC, but like again, getting more recognition, and that like it's really hard. Like I hopefully after PBO is released, people finally will stop talking about UI because like, come on now, the show has been canceled for almost a freaking year. Calm the
You're
fuck
just-
down.
You're just like, stop talking about this shit show. Talk about this other shit show.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I hope like after PBO 1, people will kind of like maybe not forget about UI, but just kind of stop talking about it.
Right. Let's just get into this one. Why walkie-talkie?
I honestly not sure. I like back in 2017 when the Ultimate Sanity was like in its alpha stage. I was switching. I was constantly switching OCs. Like my very first OC was actually TJ. Then it went to Screwdriver. Then it went to and then it went to eventually to Walkie Talkie, and Walkie Talkie just kind of
Stop.
stick. Yeah, kind of stuck.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, and then I basically Walkie Talkie is like now like basically one part of my channel. You could see that in my profile picture.
I mean, like, what? I've just seen the live chat. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my god. Probably the live chat was even more crazy when you had a podcast with the II crew.
It was, but then the one podcast decided to beat that, and then last time's podcast decided to beat that one.
Hopefully this one also will will kick gum and chew ass, or chew ass and kick gum, whatever.
Whatever it is. Also, I'm just gonna pull this up. Are you you were just talking about Midnight earlier, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard about this fucking like subscriber war that Midnight's having with Dom?
Yeah, when I saw it like announced for the first time, I was like, the first thing I said to them was like, "Well, time to unsub to both."
I mean, here's the thing. I was the motherfucker who created that shit. Like, I jokingly said to Dom and Midnight in DMs, just like, imagine if it was like another subscriber war and it's between you two. And like, and now this happened. So, you can thank me for content.
Yeah.
I've also decided against their permissions, because I would like to do this because funny. Betches legit turning around just to say, if the for the person who doesn't hit 1K first is going to be humiliated on a live stream.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Actually, if I would be like a douchebag, I would probably have said this to them. Bitch, please get up my level. I have 5K.
And
But
then
I'm
it's
not a
just,
douchebag, so I don't say that. I don't flex my sub count. Except
and
to
then there's
Jello.
just,
I always flex it to Jello.
and then there's
Because
just me over here just with 819.
yeah, subscribe to Andy.
Thank you. Anyway, I've got a couple more questions, and then we'll try and finish off with the live chat. So we'll probably be ending this a lot more earlier than realized.
Wait, Chip Chop said I have to scroll through a sea of flossing Peter.
All right. So,
Okay.
do you have a future for yourself outside of outside of the USC as well? Like, do you have anything that you've got ready for yourself?
Not
Like, after?
really. Like, terms of like what I want to do with my future is like the only thing I have planned is like, obviously getting a college degree, because learning is important for some reason.
I mean, what you plan on studying?
And and the second thing would be kind of just wanting to do YouTube because like I've been doing YouTube since I was 9 years old, and I just kind of have gotten attached to doing content on YouTube. Probably the only way I would leave YouTube is if either YouTube decides to delete my channel or YouTube just outright just gets nuked one day.
I mean, one day it's going to happen, and
Yeah.
the entirety of the motherfucking world's going to end because YouTube has really impacted a lot of people's lives. Because let's be fair, if it wasn't for YouTube, a lot of different companies wouldn't have existed,
Yeah.
and then as well as for singers as well. So, but what I was going to say is like, what are you planning on studying for college? Like, are you going to do animation? Are you going to do something else? You're going to plan
I
on
haven't
working
really
for Sega?
probably like don't going to an animation college would be the most obvious choice in terms of what I do on the channel.
I mean,
But
you could
like
end up working for Sega. You could just be like, it's just like, Bob, look at me, I'm Sonic now.
but like when I think about it, like what can I really learn at an animation school? I kind of already know how to animate.
What about 3D animation?
Oh fuck no, I'm not touching that. No offense to like okay, I'm not I have nothing against CGI movies, but like
The
fuck
Sonic movie
3D
fucked
animation. Fuck 3D animation.
the Sonic movie fucked you over.
No, this is not the Sonic movie. I just think 3D animation is just really hard to understand in general.
By the way, I'm just gonna ask this just as funny. Do you have your own funny fucking Sonic OC?
No. I'm not that big of a Sonic fanboy to
Are
make
we
a fucking
sure about that?
I
Hmm.
I mean, okay, I'll tell you I'll tell you guys a secret.
God.
It's not gonna be a secret anymore because everybody will know it now who's
Oh
watching
God.
this live stream. But like, okay, I didn't have a Sonic OC, but back when I was like around 10 years old, I had a MLP OC.
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to be a big fan of MLP. Not so much right now. I still kind of like the show. I still kind of enjoy it, but I'm not that big of a fan to it anymore. Like it was a phase. It was a phase.
It's just a face, Mom.
I mean, I mean, I mean, at least I'm not one. At least I'm not a creep who fucking draws weird Sonic shit. Like, okay, I got nothing against people drawing Sonic.
I mean,
OCs.
to be fair, like legit last stream, we found out that Niall was a brony, so you're not alone.
Good. You know what? You know what? Let's wait. Can I screen share real quick?
I mean, sure if you want. I mean, I was going to say about the whole Sonic thing is because there's more Sonic content in your channel than there is fucking UI.
Wait, why isn't my freaking
Am I wrong?
anime? Yeah. Why isn't my
Yeah.
anime showing in like what I can share? What the fuck, StreamYard? Okay, fuck it. I'll just share my whole screen.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it on screen after you leave the StreamYard page because people can join the StreamYard thing if.
Oh, okay.
So leave the StreamYard page basically and go into a different thing, and then I'll show.
Wait, what?
Tell me when to show basically.
You can show it now.
Okay.
Okay. You want me to have a Sonic OC? Fine. I'll
Oh,
give you a
God.
Sonic OC.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
Hey guys, look, it's my original OC, Sonic Shadow Hedgehog Tails Miles Prowler.
Why does he look like fucking Pinocchio? Why does he look like Pinocchio if he was a hedgehog?
Oh my god.
You made the nose so fucking big. Oh my god. And this is officially cursed. That stream is officially cursed. I honestly didn't think we were gonna get anything else cursed today, and then front facing tea kettle, but nope. Nope, we definitely
okay.
got something else cursed.
Okay, here's my catchphrase. Go quick.
God. Oh
okay.
God. No,
Okay,
like,
I think this is enough for some curse
just
stuff.
like, wow, go quick.
Gotta go quick. Actually, speaking of Sonic, I'm actually been planning about to like make an actual original Sonic animated series.
Oh God.
Like, okay, it's not gonna. Okay, don't worry. You would not have like jokes like, "Hey, look, it's Baldy McNose here."
Oh God.
It would like have like an actual overarching story
Is that
because
secret?
again, as I said earlier, I'm a big fan of overarching stories.
Is this keep it or dump it all over again?
No, no, it's not going to be keep it or dump it. It's like a Sonic action animated show with episodes.
Just keep it or dump it, but with object shows. The
Oh,
ultimate
no.
object show tier list.
Oh my fuck no.
I've now given the idea. It's gonna happen. You know, people are gonna ask for Daniel.
People already complain to me that that the only video game series I review is freaking Sonic, which I could right now say
You're
shut the
not
fuck
wrong.
up. Like right now, I can actually say shut the fuck up because I reviewed Friday Night Funkin', so screw off.
I don't even know what to say after that. Just oh my God.
I don't want to review your stupid smelly plumber. Leave me alone.
I don't want to review the plumber. Fuck off.
Yes. The only other game series I would probably consider review is, I don't know, maybe Kirby. Kirby's cool. Kirby's cool. What the fuck are you talking about? Kirby's awesome.
You should just review, like, you know the anime series, like Kirby Right Back at Ya?
Oh, yes, I really want to review that. Bro, it's so good.
No, I watched it as well. No. Don't worry, I watched it as well.
The English dub is so funny.
like one of the things, like I was showing it to one of my friends as well. Like I was showing the anime because they didn't he and I were like talking about it, and I was like, you do realize Kirby had an anime, and it was like, what do you mean Kirby had an anime? So then I showed him, and the first thing that came out of his mouth was, why does Meta Knight sound hot?
Yeah.
And I'm just turning around, just like, oh boy, imagine Nev watching this.
Yeah. Like, basically, the only thing I hate about the Kirby Right Back at You English dub is that that 4Kids removed that one scene where Kirby had a fucking machine gun. You could only see that in like the Japanese dub, which I'm so sad. Why did they remove that? It was so funny.
Oh my god! See, if you actually do keep it or dump it with Kirby right back at ya, invite me.
Like, I'll try to figure out a way how I can review it without they coming for me with their fucking copyrights. I mean, I think I could get away with like using mostly screenshots.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, I've got one more question for you, and then we can let the live chat finish us off.
The last question.
Alrighty, the last question is for anybody who's inspiring on making their own object show, do you have any advice for them?
The advice I would give for young little people that want to make an object show or consider making an object show, like, what I recommend is, like, if you have an idea, just do it. Don't, like, it's like fuck it, I can't explain. Like, basically, if you have some kind of idea or anything at all, just do it. It will not hurt for you to try.
Why did Shia LaBeouf just came in my head? Why did Shia LaBeouf came into my head? Oh
But
my
yeah,
god. Like, the minute you just said just do it, that just immediately just fucking just like,
oh my
do
God.
it! Make your dreams come true!
Like, terms of making an object show, there is like no right or wrong. Just do what you want to do with your show. The only thing don't do is copy other people's content. If you do that, then I don't like you. But yeah,
Copy people's content, that's cringe. God. I mean, Daniel, you can't really say anything. You traced object fucking assets.
well,
I'm gonna also just point this out for anybody who wants to make their object show. Don't trace assets.
oh
Like
look at the time. I gotta go. Bye.
No.
Okay.
You still have another 5 minutes, bitch. So
I'm just kidding.
with that being said, let's if there's any last questions in chat, start slamming them in. That'll be cool. Gonna scroll up see if there's any questions from earlier.
Yeah, guys, you can give me
Oh yeah,
questions.
shit. Someone said this, and then like immediately I just like fucking put this in. Like Neon just said when Smoke Bomb's going to win PBO. Who was originally going to win Ultimate Insanity?
Actually, for Ultimate Insanity, there would Ultimate Insanity wouldn't have a winner. Nobody would win.
So there was never going to be a winner at all.
No, because
Fair
like terms of plot, like it was more or less the contestants just kind of trying to get the fuck out of there. But like, yeah, with PBO, I'm not really sure. But like, okay, me and Courtney have thought of PBO's finale, but we don't still know who's gonna really win.
Someone's asked, I'll throw a random question up, LMAO. What languages other than English do you all speak? I used to speak moron.
Well, if you don't know, English is not my native language. It's my secondary language. My native language is actually Latvian, if you know what Latvia is. It's a European country right next to Russia. I insert the freaking Russians, whatever the song is called.
You mean this the Soviet Russian anthem?
Yeah, insert that song. But
All
yeah,
right. Next question is why does I'm gonna say bowling ball hate cereal so much?
um, I'm not really sure. I just kind of wanted to create drama in the show, but I did it so poorly. It was fucking hilarious. Like actually, if Ultimate Insanity wouldn't have been canceled, there actually would have been like a whole episode focused on bowling balls and Serial's relationship, where in that same episode they kind of became they don't become friends, but they come to an understanding and like become, I guess, acquaintances.
Alrighty.
But that never happened because
That never happened. That got cancelled.
the show is canceled. So
We got
yeah.
hashtag cancelled.
Actually, fun fact with episode 3, we in the original ending, we actually gave Bowling Ball an immunity on purpose so people wouldn't vote him off.
Fair enough.
Because I wanted to keep Bowling Ball because like I actually had plans for him, but no, little kids are like, no, he being character, he needs to get the frick out.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. Like they want to get the main characters out. I mean,
That's
I'm
like
gonna ask you. Have you seen GC like Galactic Conquest before?
yeah.
Like there's a lot of people trying to get the main characters out. So like, let's see, they got recycling bin out successfully.
Like that's why PBO won't have viewer vote. Actually, I'm going to tell you one more thing about PBO is that like there's no voting at all. The last person to finish the challenge gets eliminated on the spot.
Okay, that's fair. We haven't seen that a lot now, so
So
like
yeah,
elimination only.
that's why there's not going to be any teams. Like that's PBO compared to UI. PBO is completely different.
Fair enough.
In terms of how the show is structured, in terms of plot.
Is there any last questions in chat before we finish up? Then
come on, give me questions.
Daniel being the attention whore, wanting more questions.
Oh my God, Dankax, why do you keep reminding me of our past? Like what the fuck? Yes, I remember all the times you kicked me out of Skype calls for no absolute reason.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, also someone just asked, what's the best war you tried?
Sugar water.
Fair. Alrighty, with that being said, I guess that'll be how we're going to end this stream. So that's our last question that we end on. What's the best war you tried? That is, oh my god. Anyway, so with that being said, Daniel, thank you so much for joining us for this episode.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. However, I forgot to mention to you, we're sorry to let you know, but you're not going home. You're getting dragged to hell right now. So you've got 10 seconds to say whatever you want before you get dragged down there. Go.
Okay. It's the final bright cell.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, thank you everybody for watching this for this episode. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I would like to confirm right now that there is now officially a set episode date of like how many episodes we're going to have before we go on a hiatus. And it's not like a 2-week hiatus like the last one. It's going to be in like indefinite and hiatus. So we're going to have at least up till episode 30. And then we're going to go on a definite hiatus. So 9 more episodes. So fucking kill me. With that being said, please go subscribe to Daniel Rapitis. He is great. Please keep out for Project Breakout. AD is going to be live in about 25 minutes. So please go and check out AD Artificial Deluxe's stream as he's doing his last episode of his season of AD's advertisements. I'm going to try and see if there's anything else I should plug in. Go subscribe to Midnight because I want Midnight to win the fucking subscriber war because why not? Subscribe to me if you like. Subscribe to Daniel again. With that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching today's episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!